Yo, what's happening? Patrick here, back with another video. And in today's video, we're gonna talk about how perfectionism is the biggest killer of your creativity and your overall efficiency in life. Now, I want to explain in this video a little bit what perfectionism is and how it destroys your creativity. And not only that, but how you can beat the urge to be perfect in everything you do. Even when we were setting up the shot, it took us quite some time, to be honest. We tried to make it look really, really great. We tried to make it almost perfect, almost flawless. But at one point you got to stop, because at one point you're just going to drain yourself. You're just going to do too much of the wrong things by trying to make it right. And this is one of the things that I realized quite some time back. I realized that when you focus on doing things right, that you sometimes neglect doing the right things. So, for instance, me shooting this video and taking my time to get the delivery out there in a good way and connecting with you guys is way more important than getting everything perfect. Even the scooter coming by right now, I could just shut off the video and be like, well, it's not perfect, I don't want to put it out. But to be honest, this just adds to, let's say, the spontaneity of a video that I'm shooting. You want to see a little bit of movement, you want to see a little bit of distraction, so why not let it in? Now, a lot of people struggle with that, dealing with the fact that, and accepting the fact that things are not perfect, things are messy, because overall life is messy. Nothing is perfect in this world. So the reason why most people can't let that go is because they attach the work they do to their self-esteem. So they think their work reflects on themselves as a person. So they think, if this is not perfect, that means that I'm not perfect. That means I have flaws. So they get into this downward spiral in this really bad place where they think that their work reflects on themselves, on their self-worth. Now, another thing is, perfectionism is a way of procrastinating, a way of postponing doing certain things. So for instance, if you say to yourself you want to get everything perfect, you almost set yourself up for failure because you will never get it perfect, and then therefore you will never put it out there. So basically you hurt yourself by shooting yourself in the foot, creativity-wise and in the way you go about efficiency. So like I said before, most people attach their self-esteem to their work. So they think if their work lacks, that it reflects on them as a person. You have to divorce yourself from that feeling. One little anecdote that I can give is, for instance, back then in the Olympics, there was an ice skater who actually was not top of the field. He was not even top 10. But just by coincidence, because he went to the competitions, it happened that he won, just out of coincidence. There was a huge accident in front of him, and he surpassed everything. Up to the point where he even got to the Olympics and won the Olympics. And he faced so much adversity beforehand that just for him going there and detaching himself from trying to be perfect, he made it to win. So that was the biggest glory he could achieve. And why? Because he simply started. He didn't try to make it perfect, he just wanted to compete. And this is the same with me right now. The first video that you saw of me was kind of messy. It was not super structured. There were a lot of hiccups here and there, even technical difficulties. But I simply choose to put it out because I didn't want to have this vision in my mind that I'm such an amazing person without even proving it. Also, now if you compare the first video to the last few videos that I put out, you're going to see such an improvement. I would have never had such an improvement if I would have never put it out there and would have gotten feedback from you guys. And what I just want to invite you here is to think about the following. When do you have times where you kind of think to yourself, oh, if I would do this, I would do it so amazingly. Where maybe your vision of yourself is so skewed that you think, if I would do it the right way. And then see what you actually can do. So if you record a video and you have this huge vision in your mind how it would come out, and in the end it doesn't come out perfectly, you automatically going to suffer in your self-esteem. So again, like a little personal anecdote on the side right now as well. Not only with the videos, but when I was younger, I wanted to become a rapper. Yeah, you heard right. I want to become one of those rappers, gangster rappers, is on stage and performs. And I thought to myself, just if XYZ is right, if the time's coming, I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna make it and it's gonna be amazing. So I postponed recording any song because I thought I have to have the perfect equipment, I have to have the perfect timing, I have to have the perfect people to help me edit the music. But once I was recording it, I all of a sudden saw this huge discrepancy between what I had in my mind, the vision that I had, and what actually was the outcome. So it was kind of humbling experience in that way. And a lot of people have that. So that's why I want to make this video. Because I think a lot of people shoot themselves in the foot, not only in their creative endeavors, but also in general in the way how efficient they are.
So to wrap this up, here are the 3 key takeaways from this all. Number 1, just put it out there and gather feedback. You can always make adjustments on the fly. Secondly, divorce yourself from the feeling that your work equals your self-esteem. And last but not least, embrace imperfections, because the greatest pieces of art in our generation have been created out of this place of not caring about making it perfect. Bands such as Nirvana and Black Sabbath put out really raw and imperfect albums, but it was received really well. So maybe you're gonna be the next Black Sabbath or Nirvana. Finally, I would love if you drop this video a like, if you share it, and subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay up to date with all the shenanigans I'm doing in the next coming weeks. And I'm gonna see all of you guys in that next video, but until then, peace.